So in this video we'll discuss whether you should change your career or your tech stack post the pandemic crisis. Okay, so many people are on the verge of losing their jobs or being scaled down, you can say, post the pandemic crisis, or many people have actually lost their jobs during this pandemic crisis as well. So those people are thinking to make a switch towards a different technologies that's supposedly trending today. Okay, so what I mean by trending today is that most of these technologies, the newest technologies like the JavaScript based stacks, have got a lot of press, you can say, different types of articles written on optimization of JavaScript, how newer frameworks are coming together. And what it happens is that all these products that are cropping up need a type of promotion, so they are promoting their product and making, you can say, advertising a scheme that there is a lot of jobs available in this sector. So what happens is many of these JavaScript based technologies do not actually have anything much to offer, but you can say they are hyped up it, or hyped it up, you can say. So many people are now trying to switch towards JavaScript technologies. So what ultimately will happen is most of these people who make a switch from the old school technologies to the newest technologies will have to start from ground zero. Okay, you will definitely have your background of programming that will be helpful, that's fine, but when you are changing from a different paradigm, okay, if you are coming from a traditional programming model towards the new asynchronous programming model that JavaScript offers, the switch is a hard one. Okay, so many people won't tell you on your face that this will be a difficult switch, but it is. So make sure that you have enough experience, or you can say enough confidence, to make the switch. Okay, so if you are making a switch, then you should remember that you will have chances of earning less here. Okay, you won't be a senior developer here. So rather than switching the stack, what you can do is, for some time you can try freelancing or stuff, and once you are comfortable with that stack, then you can go towards hunting the jobs. Okay, or else you will be disappointed because there are a lot of candidates that need to be screened. Okay, and many companies, they ask the recruiters, or the recruitment is generally now done by third parties in most of the companies. So what they ask the recruiters is to screen down candidates who are experienced but they do not have experience in this certain technology, or sometimes they ask to hire those candidates who are coming from a vernacular technology or different technology, and hire them and offer them less salary. Okay, and now post the pandemic crisis, there will be, you can say, a rise in unemployment for a short time. So in this period they will try to give you an offer that is below, beyond, or you can say below your thing. Okay, below your set target or something. So they will try to convince you to take jobs that you don't actually need. Okay, so have the patience and try to find the jobs that you can actually do, rather than switching the stack just for the sake of switching it. Okay, so that's it, that's what I wanted to tell you. Okay, before you make a career switch, think whether you will have a future in this stack post 5 years. Okay, and then only you can make the switch. People will tell you that there will be legacy code to maintain and stuff, but it's not the case. There are many programming language or many different technologies that have been lost in time, and trends change every 5 years. Okay, so see to it that this trend will survive for 5 years. Okay, don't just jump into the bandwagon, and that might hurt your career in the long run. Okay, so see to it that do not make. And also another thing that I wanted to mention here, that many people are thinking to join artificial intelligence, ML, or data mining things. Okay, job profiles, and they are making these switches from, you can say, from fresher years. Okay, so let me tell you, there is no way a fresher will be hired in a position as a data scientist and stuff. Okay, there are companies that hire freshers, but if you see their, you can say, their work or their body of work, then you will know they do not produce anything substantial. They are only a marketing ploy for taking newer individuals. They do not teach you anything about data science or anything. They will just teach you some basic Python technologies and simple 4 to 5 libraries. okay, like NumPy, SciPy and stuff, okay. And they will ask you to plot some graphs, they will ask you to analyze some small data and stuff. If you want to get into a real analyst job, then see to it that you have a good solid 2 to 3 years of experience in different types of technologies. And apart from that, you should have a strong statistical background as well, statistical and a pre-calculus somewhat background as well, okay. Only then you can survive in this field. Don't listen to people, okay, who say that you can make a mark in it easily. That's not the case. You need to be an expert. Only then, and only then you can survive in this industry. You cannot be, you can't actually take things for granted here, okay. In those technologies, see to it that if your goal is to be an analyst or any kind of, data scientist or anything, then you should work hard on it. You just cannot be a data scientist just by having a degree, okay. That is not the case. You should know how to make things work here, okay. You should have the statistical understanding of those things, which I guess most students, or you can say the most newer students, do not have, okay. They are actually, the education system is somewhat problematic in that case, okay. I would say we are not taught, we are actually taught in a formulaic way, okay. We are taught mathematics or any type of subject, you are given shortcuts to solve those things. You do not actually understand the process of how the things work. So that is actually a roadblock for thinking here. So there are a lot of things that we could discuss here, but I don't want to make this video too long, or I don't want to divert from this topic. So I will say that before you make a switch, see to it that you are actually good at it. Don't just make a switch for saving your career. In the long run, it will hurt you only. Okay. So that's it. I just wanted to make a video on this.